Hello everyone and welcome back to the Battlefield. Ryan here, and we have another Pauper video for you today on Magic the Gathering Online. We are playing Glintblade again, but there's a little twist as there normally is with my decks. We are playing the Luxknight Breacher from Edge of Eternities, the new Magic the Gathering set. This Breacher has been running pretty well in the standard mono white list, and we gave it a go with red white. This has been on my radar as well, playing it in Glintblade, because Glintblade is generally a lot of the standard Glint Hawk, Core Skyfisher, playing artifacts that enter the battlefield, return them to your hand. Lots of value over time. You're already playing artifact lands. So I was thinking, what's a way we could make this deck go a bit taller or make the clock a bit faster, because sometimes we're a bit slower against burn and stuff like that. So I thought Luxknight Breacher might be the solution to that. Besides that, it's a pretty standard list. We have the Glint Hawks, the Core Skyfishers. We're running a couple of Spell Bombs as the decks normally do. We're running a couple of Blood Fountains for the grind. The reason why this card's also good is it makes 2 artifacts for 1 mana, which is great for the Luxknight Breacher. We're running 1 Grim Bauble because I do like the shenanigans playing against elves or the low ball creature decks. You can play Grim Bauble, pick up a Glint Hawk, play it again, and just mow down their creatures. We are running... I can't help myself. I do like playing Black Mage's Rod. I don't know if it's that good, but I do like the idea of playing that against those control decks where I can play and flicker and wither away the damage that way, because sometimes they run stuff like Moment's Peace and stuff like that where you really can't get the damage through. And this deck is slow, so it gives that extra angle. I am running 3 Cast Down. It's just the best removal spell in current days. It might get a little bit worse after the Spider-Man Marvel set goes, when we have these legendary commons. You have to run Tithing Blade. I mean, it's Glintblade, so you have to run the Tithing Blades. Instead of Lembas, we're running actually this Wedding Invitation. Again, it's very similar to Lembas. 2 mana, play it, draw a card, which is great, but we are playing the second effect for it as well, which gives it unblockable. I've already run through this league, and it won me heaps of games just by giving my breaches unblockable. So it's a bit better than gaining 3. The best form of life gain is just killing your opponent. Fanatical Offerings are good. I'm running a couple Wellsprings because I do like to grind, and it's good with the extra Wedding Invitations or the Tithing Blades or the Grim Baubles, Blood Fountains, whatnot. We do have the Refurbished Familiars, which is not really a 4-drop, it's more of a 1-drop or a 2-drop. That rounds out the main deck. We do have the lands as well, which, apologies for this, slightly different planes. It will tilt someone, don't you worry. We are running, again, and this has probably been the weak point of this deck, is that we're running a lot of artifact lands to make the Breaches a bit better by itself. So we're running 4 Ancient Den, 4 Vault of Whispers, and the 4 Goldmire Bridge. And I'm just running 2 Citadels. On the mono white version, I was running 4 Darksteel Citadel, but this time I'm just running 2. It doesn't seem to be affecting it too much, and it does seem to help with the Breacher as well. Sideboard wise, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll run through it anyway. We do have the 3 Dust to Dust for the artifact matchups, 3 Duress just for those combo decks and for those control decks. I'm running a little bit of board wipes for the elves in the small creature decks. We've got the Suffocating Fumes and the Arms of Hadar. Now Spell Bombs for, again, the wall combo's been kicking around a fair bit. So we've got the 2 in here and 2 in the sideboard. And they're just a good easy 1-drop that you can cycle if need be. And we're running 4 Navigator's Compass because I hate losing to burn. What I have found in testing is the Breacher is very good against burn, because Glintblade generally is just going too slow. The clock's not fast enough to kill burn. They're normally just able to burn your face before you get anywhere. The Navigator's Compass to help just stave into that mid-game to then be able to kill them with like a 10-10 Breacher can sometimes work. So yes, this is the deck. I think it might be a good place for it, Lux Breacher in Glintblade, but let's give it a go and go through your league. Alright, we are on the draw. This hand is... it's keepable, yeah. It has our lands and spells in it, as we normally have. A bit of removal. I probably won't play the Spell Bomb straight out, because I want to be able to play the Wellspring on 2. They mulled to 5, so it's a bit rough for them. Oh, the old Swampay. Yeah, let's just play the Bog and pass. Alright. So yeah, we'll probably just go Wellspring unless they play something very specific, which it looks like they're not. So this looks like playing Wellspring here is a good play. Let's just... I'm going to play the Plains. There is an element of just keeping that hidden for hidden information, but we are quite white heavy. You know, if we have Glinthawk and Skyfish, if we want to double spell that each turn, then we want to, you know, keep them both as much white pips as possible. Okay, they've missed a draw. That's good for us. So we can go Vault and we'll play the Spell Bomb with the white. And we go 1, 2, 3. And then we can play this for 1. Probably should have tapped for this in case they had any artifact, but they're just playing Swamps currently. Yeah, so you're not happy with that. Alright, so we don't really know much of what they're playing. It just looks like mono black. We could hedge potentially. We could hedge. It's probably worth it to some extent to run the Duresses. I think the black stuff, yeah, you can have the Troll and Exhume package, but they're not really running that too much. I think I'm going to cut the Spell Bombs and just hedge with 2 Duresses and see how that goes. I'll keep everything else in. We'll get more of an idea after this. Alright, we are on the draw. This hand is kind of... It's kind of mid. If this was a Swamp, it would be better. I'm inclined to Mullets because the Glinthawks don't really do much by themselves. Yes, this looks good. We'll keep this. I like all of it. This is a hot take, but I'm actually going to bin this one. Reason being is, if they're black, I feel like they're quite grindy. Yeah, it looks like that green-black control list, which the cast down would probably be a bit nicer for. So now we can go... Refurbish Familiar, and then we can play Wedding Invitation and, you know, just keep the fun going. I will be curious to know how this goes. That stops in keep. If they're running that Lightning Helix that exiles 3 black from a graveyard, I'll keep this bog around. Let's go... just play Refurbished Familiar. I think they are technically a faster deck than us, so I'd rather kind of keep the train going. Okay, so they got Lembas. Yeah, this deck is essentially like a mono black control list. Let's just run the extra shenanigans. It's fun because these decks have lots of different ways to play the decks. I'm going to hold... I could bog this turn to then... Let's just attack first and then I'll play Wedding Invitation. Bit sad if we draw like a Glinthawk or something, but let's just play this out. And if you don't draw another land... Maybe we'll just bog so then we can play a Luxknight next turn if we want to. It comes out fairly big. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. This makes you think they have the Lightning Helix in their deck. Okay. Draw the Den. Let's attack again. I'm actually just going to play the Skyfisher and probably recast the Familiar. I think it's probably the best thing to do. It's good that they can't respond to this. Could do Invitation, draw a card. We got our lands. Let's just do the Familiar. And we just play out If we draw another artifact, we want to play that next turn. So let's just do this. I kind of want to get into the spot where I can just do the Luxknight and be able to Fanatical offering it in response to a removal spell or something. Okay. They really are spinning the wheel. Seven cards in hand, just like oodles. Oodles and oodles. Still think Glinthawk's our best draw as well. I'm going to attack again. And okay, there's that one. So maybe I want to Fanatical offering that. Yeah, let's set it up a bit more. Because this way they don't get the life gain then. Get him for 2. And then now, the planes are mismatched. Apologies. Let's play this. Let's explore first, and then we'll just put the Tarting Blade down and get rid of that plant token. They can defile that. That's fine. Might be good just to craft as well with that in mind. Another County Garden. Crit Brats. Okay. Having a bit of a think. Wellspring's good, and we might craft onto that as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, be 6. Draw creature. Let's play this Wellspring first. Okay, Basilica. It can't really do too much. Well, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's kind of fine to play it now, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just play the Breacher. They can't particularly kill us straight away. We have the Tarting Blade, which is nice. And really only Cast Down can kill it unless they want to just go hard. They can run Toxin Analysis. That is another option they have. I think Blood Fountain's one of our best draws as well, to be honest. Okay, they had the Cast Down. Alright, they got the beat down. I definitely feel like our deck has the grind. Duress. Let's just have a look at what they're working with. And then we'll just craft this. We'll return the Bajuka Bog and we can cast it next turn. I don't really care if this happens again. Save a Troll. Alright, we'll save the cast down for the Troll. The defile doesn't matter as much. I think anything that just gives them really... Turn the Bog. And then let's craft. And we'll target the Refurbished Familiar, because the Skyfisher, if we get that with Blood Fountain, we can just flicker our artifacts. Okay. So next turn we can exile their black cards. Hell, even Grim Bauble does something here. It just kills the Crypt Rats. Yep, there's the Troll. It's important to think that Crypt Rats can kill a lot. Okay. I'm going to cast this down now because I want to play this Bog. Now let's play the Bog, target them. And let's draw something, eh? So the revealed cards. Play Trolls, Defile, which is Cottage that we know of. It's good that we got rid of that as well. I mean, we could very well die to this Crypt Rats. Because at the end, so you can deal 6 now. Which is good for it. I mean, we have a clock as well. Hey, that's nice. Alright, let's just play you. I'll play this Voltal Whispers because we want the artifact count. I assume they just defile it in response. I think Fanatic Offering's another great draw for us. Voltal Whispers. Troublemaker, I will pass. So kind of want Tithing Blade to stay in here because of the other stuff it does, really. Okay, and I'll probably just bring back this Troublemaker Oath. Just go on the top of the deck though. Sometimes their decks can run Refurbished Familiar, so we'll just continue on this trend. I'm inclined just to do the Exile now so they can't use the Cottage to get the Oath because I think it's a good spell. 40 cards left in our deck and we have lots of good cards. You know, even Grim Bauble does something here, so 4, 5, 6. The scary part is the Crypt Rats can slowly kill me. Well, that was a very good draw by them. So this is probably sealed our fate in this game now. Because they probably have a removal spell ready to go. So Offering's our best draw. Blood Fountain is also a great draw, so we'll do that. And we'll just drop our threats. Let's do the Flyers because of the let's do Luxknight and the Skyfisher because then we can return the other things. You know, honestly, let's just use this Basilica. An extra black source here. Probably don't have any exile effects. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to well, that's mana neutral anyway. Let's play the Luxknight. Have to play it like that anyway. Okay, we'll play the Luxknight. We'll play a land and then we'll play the Skyfisher. And we'll just return the Wellspring. We could return the sack effect actually. Maybe we'll do that. What does that do for us? And then I can trigger the sack again. That might be better actually. Let's do that. Just get rid of one of their creatures and they can't attack with both. The Luxknight is out of reach for them as well. And if they don't have a cast down, I mean, the Defile drops it. Okay, well, there goes our graveyard. So the Tithing Blade is a little bit worse now. They have so many cards in their hand. I just don't know how they cannot just kill everything. And if it's a file, what, 5. We'll take 1 here. Monarch's good. We are just gonna risk it for the Bicky. Just sack onto that. Okay, so I can still do that after anyway. So let's just attack with everything. I assume they're just going to use the Crypt Brats, or they have a cast down, or so do you have a Defile? Alright, so give me the Monarch for a turn, which is interesting. Because let's just cycle this Vital Whispers. Yeah, let's play this. Make them sack a creature. Assume they're going to just sack the Thorn, and then we'll get rid of the Crypt Rats. And then we're in flavor country, baby. Okay, so they're doing that, but I have the Monarch now. And arguably it's a lot harder to come back from this. I should have crafted this, sorry. My bad. So we missed the damage there. Yeah, that happens. I mean, assume they're just going to craft this now. That's why. Because they're just going to get the Monarch back. In a Wellspring. Another Cottage A, get the Crypt Rats back. 5, 6, 7, 8. How big is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just kill this now. That is also the other way of getting the Monarch back. I do wish I did that earlier though, but that's okay. Okay, let's do this. Maybe we can draw some more value as well. Alright, we will just play the bridge. Let's play this. There it is. You need cast downs now. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's just target the Luxknight because this one might just die anyway. Alright, so you need cast down again. You do have another cast down. Alright, this is probably out of reach now. We had a good run of it though. If we draw a Glinthawk, we have some good things we can do. But the fact now that they can just get, so they got Crypt Rats in hand that we know about. Yep. Okay, Skyfisher. So the options being we can I mean, really, I think it's still to Skyfisher targeting the Tithe. And then playing it again. One, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just target. Yeah, I think the Skyfishers are going to be the best value here. We'll pass. It's cooking. I love how the two flip sides of the Blood Tithes haven't really mattered, but this has been a good game. They've gone the other way, so they at least get the Scries. See what they do. They topped. Okay, that's not good for us. Yeah. If they get rid of this Skyfish, which they quite easily can, then we just go to another game. It's funny because it almost gets to a point where you could almost mill them out, but it's just not worth it. That's a good one. Alright, we'll just play this, pick up the spring, play it again. I mean, if we just keep triggering and making threats, which we are. Yes, just target the Wellspring, play the Wellspring. And there's probably a small percentage of actually winning this game, but if we keep doing this... Well, this is just as good as the Monarch, you know what I mean? Like, everything's draw a card. Let's just use the Basilica. Yeah, just play it all out. Why not? Alright, here's all my threats. You have 5 cards in hand. If this draw can't do it, then that's fine. They win this round. Are they doing another Crit Rats? Pulse Marasa to get... What did it target? Returns Avenging Hunter. Okay. Pulse gains so much life. At least they're not going the trajectory where they get all the other stuff. If they got that, does that just imply they have some really... Okay, so the crypto 6, 7, 8. Oh, just killing me. That does it. Does exactly 9. 9 damage. Yep, there we go. I mean, sometimes it's just how the how their decks win. Let's bring back in the spell bombs for the pulses. The dresses were nice as well. What wasn't good? I think most things were good. The Grim Baubles are pretty mediocre. Cast Downs are good. Even the Tithing Blades were nice, to be honest. We cut 4 cards, which is the issue. I like Luxknight. I don't feel like we should cut that. Blood Fountain's good. Maybe it is the Tithing Blades, actually. Just because they have... cut a bog on the play. We've got a lot of 1-drops now. Let's cut a bog. No, that's good. Just shaving off some random stuff. The Blood Fountains aren't as good with all the graveyard hate. Maybe... It's just so good if we... It's pretty tight. Maybe just get rid of the rod again. Just keep 1 in. That's hard. These games are fun. Let's keep this. Lots of lands and spells. We just play the spell bomb and then... I mean, we got lots of 2-drops, so... I like just going rod and then following turn invitation, play Basilica. Probably a way we can win this game based off that. Yeah, let's still go this and this. Pass. It still gets in there as well, the rod. Okay, the bargaining. What are you targeting? Land. Good choice. So we just really miss out on like 1 go of it. Well, that's good. We'll duress them. Ooh, 2 Crit Rats. Let's keep that. So Tithing Blade's gone, but we do have a Troll and 2 Crit Rats. So let's play this Basilica. That yields, yep. We'll pick up this. I'm not going to attack. I think this rod's gonna... We're gonna play a lot of non-creature spells essentially, and we'll probably find a way to kill that anyway. One unknown. Okay. So here, let's play the invitation. Where's this going? We've got 1, 2, 3. So let's play the familiar now. It's a good draw. It's just to be mindful of this rat, that's all. What are they going to discard? Yeah, the second rat. I'm not going to particularly attack here. I'm just thinking about what the next turn looks like. Okay, those are the 2 rats now. X equals 1. Okay, that's fair cop. So here I might pick up the swamp as well. I kind of like bogging them here. Let's just bog them here. And then we'll play the Skyfisher. Let's just pick up the Wedding Invitation. So we've got more graveyard hate as well. They can't really attack us. We'll probably just equip the Mage's Rod over as well. Spell Bomb. Alright, they're trying to find stuff. I'm probably in an alright spot here. Breach is interesting. How much does this cost? 3 to equip. I might just do that. Yeah. And then we can see if we get him for 3 here. So they don't have a defile or anything. Interesting, interesting. I don't think this Luxknight Breacher is good yet. So what, they have a bog and a troll in their hand still. I probably just want to play the troll at some point. Yeah. Just playing a 2/2 flyer, eh? Did they exile the troll? Is that what I'm thinking? Yeah, they did, sorry. So they didn't have the troll in their hand for a good while. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm playing the land first because we're going to go like... Just go Wedding Invite. Okay, let's attack for 3. We'll play a big boy. There you go, it's an 8/8, but it's pretty close to killing you as well. And I will use the Wedding Invitation anyway. So hopefully they didn't draw a cast down. Defile's good as well. I got Crit Brats for 3. Okay. Bogging me. Yep. Okie dokie. So if they Crit Brats me for 3, they lose everything. But otherwise they're dead. So let's go. Let's just play this out first. Because we always cast down whatever they do. Draw a card. What is it? Okay. Yeah. It was probably a bit difficult for them anyway. From there. All right, let's go to the next game. All right, we are into this round. We are on the play, which is great. This hand is sadly, I'd probably say not keepable because of the mana situation. It's close, but we'll mulligan this, sadly. This hand is not good either. We're going to mulligan the 5 and pray it's a bit better. This hand's good. Let's just think about what we want to keep here. Probably just a 2-lander. Probably just these 5 really, and we just... Sadly, I think the Hawk's not that good in this hand, but the Core Skyfish is kind of good in other means, so we'll just play the Plains to pass. Bit sad that we had to mull so much. We're playing against Tron, so this might be a pretty hard matchup, to be honest. I think the Rod's going to be good, so we'll get that down ASAP. Yeah, let's just play the Rod. And then pray to the magic gods that we get anywhere, really. Okay. Is this just the Ephemerate Tron list? It looks like it. Yeah. So it looks like Ephemerate Tron. Just thinking about the counter spells that they run. So they run Moment's Peace, Prohibit. Let's just attack. It's kind of a very weird hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Skyfisher. I'm actually going to pick up the Plains if it resolves, if it doesn't get prohibited. I'm going to play the Plains. And just play this Glinthawk. And just return the artifact land. And just pray the this clock's enough, really. Bit of a shame how this hand kind of turned out, but maybe, just maybe we can get there. A lot of things have to go right and have lots of ways to gain life and to stay alive and stuff, so yeah, so I have Tron next turn. Can't do much about that. Alright. Let's play this. Let's attack. They won't really want to... So they run like 1 breath weapon. Can't do much about that. So I think we just play this Refurbished Familiar. And pray it's enough. Okay, this got a power plant. This is all I have, opponent. This is playing Muldrifter. If they don't play... I mean, if they play the Prophetic Prism, that's pretty good, but they have to use all the mana to do that, which looks like that's what they are doing. And then they can Ephemerate it now if they want, otherwise their mana goes away. Are they just using on that? So we are just going to cast down that and just pray it's enough. Just getting an island. Okay. It's honestly enough anyway. Let's just kill that and then let's attack again. So funny, Pauper has so many like 2-drop artifacts that just draw a card and then do something else. So now, yeah, they are dead on board if they try to do a breath weapon. They have lots of ways though to, you know, they have Moment's Peace, Weather the Storm. I'm just looking at their list now. But breath weapon doesn't kill the core Skyfish and we can equip to it. Just wondering what this gets them. What they want this to get. Instant wise. Breath Weapon is good, but yeah, it doesn't cut the mustard fully because we can just equip the Black Mage's Rod. Yes, they do get Breath Weapon. So maybe they just have... That's interesting. Because they don't normally run other ways. Like, they can't kill the core Skyfisher here. So it probably was like a moment's peace, because then they could do it 2 turns in a row. Okay, so they have 2 ways to get extra mana. So maybe they do have a way just to kill the core Skyfisher. I mean, I'm surprised we just really have any way to get back into this game, honestly. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's just... I'm still gonna equip to here, so it's still 3. And then we'll attack with everything else. So this is enough damage to kill them. Breath Weapon's a good one, just instant speed Pyroclasm. If it runs that, like... Alright, so they are doing green, they are doing Moment's Peace. Okie doke. Just play the planes and pass. Breath Weapon's still great here. Doing it for blue in the impulsing. How do we win from here? Because they can just kind of spin the wheels. Demonic Wall, Ghostly Flicker. Okay. So many cards in their hand. I really don't have too much for this deck. Yeah, Breath Weapon makes sense. And now they just need something to kind of just stave off this Skyfisher, which they have a lot of anyway. Best draws, probably Wedding Invitation, Wellspring. If we can kill them with the rod, then I think we're having a great time. Probably Rod's the best draw, to be honest. A second Rod. They'll cast effects. But they could flash back and then they could get their destroy target artifact. But there's a great one as well. This is probably a little bit of garbage time for everyone as well, so apologies. That's not a very good draw. Let's just attack 3. And we'll try and resolve. I don't really want to pick up the rod because if they get rid of it, then we're pretty screwed. Like if they counter it in any way, then we're not in a great place. So we'll just pass. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's just kids having fun outside. Yeah, I think this is all she wrote with the mystical teachings now as well. I would just see what we draw. But now they're just on like, yeah, back to standard life now for them. I don't even know why I'm holding on to this because it's probably not that conducive to things, but I'm going to play this land out. I'm just thinking about if we draw stuff like Wedding Invitation and stuff and we can chain, we're in a good spot. But yeah, like Heritage Reclamation, which is their disenchant they ever one of. If they just literally mnemonic wall, ghostly flicker it, we're just pretty done though. And they've gone through half their deck now, so really I am expecting it. Even them being able to double block now. What I have. Let's call that Energy Refractor. You can just keep doing. And I just wait for one draw. It is nice at least how they kind of win is, yeah, we're dead here. There's no way we can come back from the 6 cards in hand. They've drawn like a billion things. I feel like this will probably just be hard to win regardless. We'll bring in the Duresses. I think how we win is like what happened last time there. Blood Fountains. Let's take out the Grim Baubles. And we just run like this. I think how we just essentially win is trying to go quick. And we did, but it didn't matter. They could assemble their Tron and then win. So even though you're not necessarily dead, you've got full life and everything, it still, the writing's on the wall. You're just going to die in 10 turns. So there's no real point putting anyone through that kind of misery. All right, let's rally in game 2 here. Maybe, just maybe, we can get there. This hand's fine. It's a turn 2 familiar. Can't be too mad about that. And we'll just see if we can get there. So I think they just have to stumble on the lands essentially. If we can hit something, oh, so they mulled to 5. It's looking a lot like what I did last game. I did have a fast hand last game. All right, let's just play Golgari Bridge. I mean, Lux Breach is a great one if we're able to get one out on turn 2, maybe kill them on turn 5 with it. We don't see a moment's peace. All right, let's go land, familiar. And just start the damage. Because you have so many lands, I'm not too intrigued on any tap lands right now. So I'm probably just going to... They're obviously going to use map here. Let's attack. And then let's play the Vault. Let's Jurist first in case we really want to actually keep a cast down open, which I don't think we do. Let's see what's in that hand. The Muldrift is good, obviously we want to get the lands out. Let's just hit the Prism so they don't have as much lands out, and we'll play this Wedding Invitation and hopefully get something good like a Skyfisher or something like that. And keep the... well, really probably Lux Breacher is now our best draw. Playing that is going to be huge, and then we can just... you know, give it unblockable and call it a day. So they're impulsing there. They obviously got that land. Got another map. Okay, so just Muldrifter in their hand. Well, that's a really good draw. So let's attack. And then now... I assume they're going to use the map so they don't lose the Muldrifter. We will play the Citadel. Let's go White Source and then we'll do Vault. Yes, we're going to pick up the Refurbished Familiar. We're going to recast the Refurbished Familiar. And we're not really out of the woods yet. Alright, if this hand can't win and they've stumbled a fair bit, then I don't really know what will. So they're just raw dogging this as well. You know, they're grabbing the Urza's Mine. Did they really just rip a mnemonic wall off the top? Okay, and what are they going to get? The Impulse, I guess. I'm going to be mana efficient and just hit this now. Because we have this other cast down. If we have a Breacher, I want to play a Breacher. Come on, Breacher. One time, please. Okay, Bullspring's still nice. let's just attack. They can't particularly use the impulse yet. And let's go, because we've got this other planes in our hand, we'll do it like this. And we draw. Okay, we'll just play the tap land and pass. Assume they just get a filter source here. What's their best draw? Probably mystical teachings and grabbing a breath weapon. Killing all my stuff. And we're still very far off winning as well. What do they get? I mean, his impulse just dig so far, you know. Green. Throw a pulse or something. It is for a mnemonic wall, getting back pulse. So maybe I was meant to just not target that. Okay. These runner lands haven't been kind to us. Even though they multi-5, I think we're just pretty dead here, to be honest. Really, there needed to be a Lux Breacher there, or a Fanatical Offering, or just something to try and get us back into it. Yeah, but Wall gets back Pulse. So this just can be a long loop. So we can't really kill this Mnemonic Wall anymore. See, probably using that cast down was wrong. I was probably meant to just play the Mage's Rod first and equip to something. Just that breath weapon. Okay. I'm honestly probably just going to concede here. I don't think there's really any point of going any further. We can't attack into them. We're going to draw another land into. Oh well, doesn't matter. Alright, we're on the draw. It's heating up in here, so let's see how we go. Oh no, is this burn? Okay, we're just going to play the Vault out, and then we're going to be going familiar into whatever. Alright, see, they got Highway Robbery. So we'll play the Ancient Den. Let's play out this. And then next turn we can play a Wellspring, or we'll still play the Invitation first, I guess. That's a pretty good card to discard. This is going to be a pretty rough matchup because our deck is quite slow, so we kind of need the... Oh, Lava Dart? Oh no. We kind of need the Luxknight to get anywhere, really. So I am going to play... Just thinking... I kind of just don't want to jump into the Lava Dart with this Familiar, because they're just going to eat it. And I think they have a fair few mountains, more than usual. So I think we're just going to play this and pick up the Ancient Den. Because I just don't want that Lava Darted, really. Especially if they go Flame Breather and then Lava Dart it, they get extra damage off of it. It's going to feel absolutely heinous. So we have 3 Highway Robberies in exile, which is absolutely cooking. Let's play the Skyfisher and just return this Wedding Invitation and then play it again, I think. We'll play the Ancient Den. Let's just play it again. Let's play the Wellspring because we can Fanatic offering it. I'm just going to bolt that. That's fine. You can bolt that. They have a very intriguing hand because they're not doing anything with anything. A lot of highway robberies. A lot of mountains. So there's no point really doing this lava dart. Yep. It gets to the point where maybe they shouldn't have even played a mountain. Right, they have 2 darts in the bin now. They're under no pressure though, so I don't know if it's worth it just to chill. They have a 3rd one. It's cooking. Finally the flame breather, and now they can do the last one if they want to. So we really need to find something for this. It needs to die. Luxknight Breacher is probably still our best draw. Well, so they've got 2 darts in the bin, which is important to reference. Familiar. Like I said, the problem is they have 2 darts. So let's just use this and sack this and draw 3 and just try and hit any kind of removal. Okay, we got a rod. I think now we'll just use our mana the best we can. Let's play a rod and then we'll play a refurbished familiar because we've got another familiar anyway. But yeah, the madness stuff, these familiars get a lot worse, that's for sure. So we've drawn almost a third of our deck and haven't hit a removal spell or a breacher. A lot of draw spells. At least it's not the Gutter Snipe. The Gutter Snipe is a lot worse for us. We are on 19. So they're just casting Faithless Looting. Okay. So they're still destroying mountains, I guess. Wow. So they discarded 2 mountains and they had another mountain in their hand. Again, if we draw a Luxknight Breacher, I think we're in with a good shot because where's that going? To the refurbished familiar. Okay, dokie. I'm going to play this Citadel as well in case we draw. That's fine. In for 1. Let's just play this now and let's go Invitation. Because then if they dart it, then we can play this familiar out. Okie doke. Four. I kind of want them to get rid of this. What else do they have in their bin? A Faithless Looting, a dart. I think we can attack with this. That's good. Let's play this. And then let's just sack it now and get rid of that lava dart. Because I assume they don't really want to cast it yet. Yep. Yes. Okay, and we hit the Glint Hawk. Alright, exile their graveyard. So that's good, that's why we kept that mana back. Let's play this. And honestly, I think I might play this and just bring the Wedding Invitation back. And then we can play the equip the rod and just play runner invitations. Discarded a Fire Blast. Yeah, it doesn't seem great if you discard all your mountains. It's just the weirdest game. Yep, just bolting the Glint Hawk. Yep. I wonder if they have a dart. I will still try and equip the rod here, I think. Unless I draw a Lux Breacher, I don't. Let's play the Ancient Dance. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Let's equip this. Like this. If they respond with a dart, which looks like they are, or a lightning bolt to there, let's just kill this. Another option as well was just waiting and playing the Invitation and then seeing what they do, but I can't see a world where I wasn't going to get rid of that card. So now, really, if we draw a Lux Breacher, we're just in room for a good time. They don't seem to have a lot though. Okay, let's play this again. So we've got 2 more draw steps off these. Creature? No. Alright, next. Just do that in case we get Skyfisher shenanigans. Okay, we've got a Glint Hawk. So now we want to play this. And let's get in the creature. So yes. I just want 2 creatures out here. Let's just play a tap land and pass. This is all part of the clock that we have here. I can still very easily die. They could have like a Fire Blast in their hand, a Flame Breather, and you know, just another bolt, and then they're good to go. Yeah, so they had that extra Fire Blast. They've had a really unfortunate game here, it looks like. Let's play this. And I am going to explore onto the one of these so they can't be darted straight away. Okay, Basilica. I'm not really too fussed about that. Let's just attack with everything. And I could move that over for extra damage. We'll see if it really matters. I think it changes the clock anyway. Rite of Flame. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, we'll cast down that. 2 triggers, bing bong. And if we get like a draw off something, then we can almost kill them. Okay. Let's just, yeah. I was gonna say we're gonna flicker and draw a bunch of stuff. Alright, what do we want against them? Let's bring in all of these. Arms aren't that good. Duress is something at least, might be an enabler. Could win us the game over time. Tithing Blade's fine. Let's cut this, let's cut this. Scrimbubble's not that good because the Flame Breathers are X3s. Blood Fountain's pretty crap as well, we'll cut those. Spellbomb hits the dart. But that's kind of it. And we've got the bogs anyway, so let's just cut those. It's pretty streamlined. We've got the compasses in here, which is what the 1-drops we want to do. I think everything's fine. Familiars I could get rid of because of all the other stuff that they have, but I think they're just too important for the clock here. Even though this hand is quite slow in terms of how we can play it, I'm still gonna play it because it's great. If you draw an untapped land as well, they kept 7, we'll keep 7 because we've got this and we can flicker 1. We just need a white source really, and then we're in flavor country. And hopefully they've just been something interesting because I might just bog straight away. Yeah, so I'm gonna just bog straight off, to be honest, so I don't get the snackers. And if we go to game 3, maybe I do move things around so we have the spell bombs. Alright, so now they're not drawing mountains, so that's not good for them. Let's play the Vault of Whispers, and do you want to play that outright? So 1, 2. Let's just play Wedding Invitation, just see if we can get a white source of some kind. Another Wedding Invitation. And we can still play out our swamp and go compass. But we're under no threat to do that straight away. Like here, I want to try and get a white source so we can just get things out and about. Well, I'm going to play the familiar anyway with the invitation likely. So let's do that. Yeah, okay, that's good. Let's play the familiar and then pray we draw a white source. I think now just the fact that, and they're not going to be lava darting anytime soon. I think the fact that if we just draw a white source, we're playing a Luxknight Breacher and it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, Searing Blaze, that's a good one. Good one to have. Okay, so let's just duress them and then we'll play our 2 Navigator's Compass out and then hopefully just draw a white source. So both of these cards were pretty good, but the Highway Robbery is better. And we just look at what else they had. So the Lightning Bolt, a lot of ways to kill me over time. So luckily we have this Tithing Blade. And this helps a little bit as well. And yeah, if we just draw a white source, we're in a very good spot. Yeah, that's one Flame Breather. They can't do much, so we are just going to fire off this Wedding Invitation first to try and get our lands. Okay, that's a good one. Let's play out this, and we'll just pick up the bulk, because then we've got our 4. A bit of fixing action, which is kind of nice. So yes, let's just pick up the compass and pass. I forgot that it also does fix our mana as well. The compass, it has the hidden mode of not just gaining life. We're not going to block there because they can gut us, not lava dart us. Yeah, there's that one. Got 4. Let's just bog them here. I'm just thinking if we want to do the Breacher now, or if we want to play everything else out. So we've got 4 mana, so we can go Tithing Blade, Glint Hawk. It's just otherwise the breach is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It doesn't really kill them in 2. I think it's fine just to do this anyway. Let's play this. And then next time we can play another compass. Let's attack the 2. I'm feeling pretty good about this now. We used the black mana for this. Play the Hawk. Yes. And the next time we can play Compass Breacher. I mean, the Gutter Snipes are very real though. Like, they can kill us very quickly. Okie doke. Yeah. Let's just play out our big threat. So play the Compass. I was running iterations for Spirit Link, but I just realized it just wasn't good enough. And then this way, they're dead next turn. Just one off. I will do the thing with the Wedding Invitation. They might just have to bolt the Glint Hawks to survive. They're on 28. I mean, that does 7. That's pretty legit. Okay, that's pretty good. Are they honestly just killing me here? 11. Wow. It has to be Fire Blast. Bolt and a Fire Blast. Okay, so they didn't... And they used the dart as well. I think they just miscalculated. Yeah. We are on the draw for this one. Let's go with Pearly White. This is a good hand. Has our draws. It's a little bit slower than I want it to be, but that just kind of happens anyway. Let's just play our tap land. We might get some bog action at some point, or an untapped land, that'll be good as well. Depending on what they play, I also might just be going Wellspring and... okay, they're probably playing Burn here. The quicker we get this Luxknight out, the better. My god, this Blood Fountain's terrible here. Okay, we'll play this Blood Fountain. But I don't like this. Don't like this one bit. Hopefully we just draw a run of lands now and we can just go Wellspring into... Yep, so they are playing the Madness Burn deck. This deck is generally hard to beat for us. I think we're still playing the Wellspring and hoping we draw a land, to be honest. Okay, well that's good that we drew a land, but it's just probably not the best form of a land. We're probably also going to get rid of this Fanatical offering, to be honest, because it's not doing a lot, and we're going to be trying to get a fourth land for Breacher. Like, I want to play Breacher next turn. That's what I want to do. And then everything else is kind of like a... and what's this? Highway Robbery. Discarding more Snackers. Fiery Temper. Yep. Alright, let's use this blood token and just try and get a land. Okay, that Nice Problem is very late to the party. What do I want to do here? I'm playing the Sky Fisher to at least block the Snacker. But it might be even worth to... Yeah, I think we're doing that. I think we're floating. And then we're doing... we don't have to float anyway. We're doing this and we're playing the Wedding Invitation just to try and draw a land. Pick up the Swamp. Play the Swamp. I could play the Rod here. But again, I think how we're winning this is going to be the Breacher. One, two, three, four, five. I mean, even there, not that much anyway. I was going to say they're a little bit flooded, but they got 6 cards in hand. They got flyers out. It feels like it's going to be a quick one. So if I play Breacher here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Versus playing... I play land as well. I might just go Rod, Glinthawk, Fountain, and then play... The Glinthawk's probably blocking, which is the issue. thinking if it's better to pick up the Blood Fountain and play it again versus playing this nice Spell Bomb. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there'll be just an extra 9, 10. Well, let's play this. We'll pick up the Blood Fountain and then we'll play the Spell Bomb as an insurance for whatever they play. It's a tall order regardless, really. We'll pick up the Blood Fountain, play the Spell Bomb. Yeah, they're darting that. That makes sense. I'll probably just cut these Black Mage's rods, to be honest. Are they bolting that? There's no reason to do the Spell Bomb now anyway. They can Lava Dart and deal the extra damage when they want to. But we are pretty dead. No, we're done here. So yeah, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, sideboarding. Let's bring the Spell Bombs, bring in the Compasses. Just on the play, we might be able to just hit some random things as well. Blood Fountains come out. Grimble will seem bad. Let's take out the Black Mage's rods. They seem not great either. Will Springs and Offerings are pretty bad as well. Hella Tarthing Blades are pretty bad. That's where all the problem childs are. I mean, at least the Tarthing Blades can gain us life, so let's probably do it like that. We're not really going into grindy time. Keep 2 Offerings. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Again, we just need to curve out beautifully to a Lux Breacher and kill him with a Lux Breacher. This hand's not keepable. This hand's better. Let's just play a... I mean, I might just go land, Compass, and then I can go Glint Hawk, pick up, play it again. And depending on what they do, we can also... Because they don't have a 1 mana artifact either, so let's just go... let's go Plains. Oh, hang on. So this is Mulligan. Let's bottom a land. Let's just do the tap land because we have our mana now. Let's go land, Compass. And then hopefully it's enough. Getting 6 off it. And this might be a deck where I actually want to be running Campfire instead because it's something we could fire off every turn. But also fixes our mana as well. So playing an Epicure. I'm still gonna go Glint Hawk. Yes, pick up the Compass. Play the Compass again. And if I'm really lucky, if they don't hit the Vault of Whispers, then we can return the Compass again. There's lots of good plays that they can do. Those Golden Mountains are cooking. Alright, a looting. So it means they're not going to fire off on that. Oh. Alright, this bog's going to be a really nice bog. A very, very nice bog. Good draw, good draw. Let's just play the bog. Let's hit the snackers. So it's good sandbagging that bog. And then we'll play this. Pick up the Compass, replay the Compass. Yes. Play the Compass. Okie doke. And that's my turn so far. So the breach is not great here. I don't even hate if I'm just going to draw like a wedding announcement instead. Because it's only going to be like 1, 2, 3. It's only going to be a 5/5. Just want it to be a little bit bigger. They're really going hard on the Epicures here. Well, that's pretty good. Let's play the Tarthing Blade. Like that. And then if we draw land, we're in a very good place. Suplex is interesting. They could have hit our lands. Alright, so they're discarding Lava Dart, but they only have 2 mountains. Yeah, Highway Robbery and Passing. Okay, let's... Oh, probably the worst draw that we could have had is drawing a second one of those. We'll attack. And pass. We're a long way away of actually killing them though. There's the bringer. The breather. Highway Robbery, yep, you deal the damage. Get the snacker back. Can't do much about that. Okay, land. Let's attack. And I wonder if they want to fire off a dart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, be 7, 7. I feel like we're just still far away from doing anything here. They have 6 there. The fact that I already beat a burn deck, I'm pretty happy anyway. Can't beat them all. Hey, maybe the breachers get there. Just going breacher into breacher. They obviously have a very loaded hand. Let's attack. They're still not going to use this dart. Attack with everything. And then, depending on how they play, the following turn we can just kill them with the other breacher. I assume they're just going to block with the Epicure here. So they just took that. So maybe it wasn't smart just to do it that way. So 2 7/7s. And they got 3 cards in hand, they can quite easily kill me. Let's get the snacker back. Wasn't going to particularly kill them anyway. Okie dokie. So what does this say? Just retarget 5. I'm going to play a land drop. I'm going to attack with both. I got 3 cards in hand. And save this invitation in case. Yeah, I think the only way we're going to win with that is if we actually blow them out with it. So we'll attack. And then we're going to Tithing Blade probably the Refurbished Familiar. Okay, let's craft. Give us some redundancy to win in 2 turns at least. And other than that, we'll just pray the 23 life is enough. They can deal 4 to 19. I mean, that's a great one. So they really need Fire Blast in their hand. They need like Mountain Fire Blast. Fire Temper is a good one. But is it enough? That is the question. Double Fire Blast is 10. So they still can't kill us. Even if they have, sorry, if they have a bolt, or they have the Lava Dart actually. If they have double Fire Blast, they do win. So doing that, okay. Scary stuff. It's a good one to do, to strip mummy. But I have the magical card, Wedding Invitation. So I'm going to play it. Give that unblockable. Not going to change anything for sideboarding. Just, well, the Gorilla Shaman's interesting. I think it's fine just to run this anyway. I could cut the Tarthing Blade for a Grimbauble. You know what? Let's do that because they have It's only one extra that they have. It kills Gutter Snipe as well, which is nice. This is a good hand. I do have to worry about Suplex as well. It's funny because that game would have been a lot more different if I'm not doing much else. I'll just play this tap land just in case they have the destroy artifact ones instead. They could suplex that and then see you later, but you know. All right, so we'll cast this Tarthing Blade. If they start strip mining, whoopsie doodle. There we go. Hit that. If I would just go land, Compass and Skyfish or whatever, and then play Breacher into Breacher, maybe we could win this, but it's a very tall order. Do we have another Flame Breather? A Tarthing Blade would be the best draw. That's pretty good as well. Okay, so let's just play out the Compass, and then we'll just cast that down now, and then hopefully we are able to just play Breach into Breacher. Tarthing Blade would have been the best draw, but that's okay. Yep, just bolting me. Alright, let's try and fade a Suplex, please. I wonder if they'll even do it now because we have so much land in play and we can play most of our deck now. Alright, so not touching that. Well, this is a very bizarre set of events here. Let's just play a Luxknight and we'll play another one. And then we'll play another one. They might want to actually exile some artifacts after, but here's my 8/8 and then we'll just keep playing. This is, I guess, another part of the puzzle here is that really, was this deck going to have a chance if it was playing anything else? Really, I feel like we need to be able to just kill them with Lux Knights. Let's attack for 8 and see what they do. Because I am just going to play another Lux Knight. It is how I'm going to... I mean, if they take it... Is it technically better to play a Core Skyfisher and pick up the Compass? It's not going to change the... Is it going to change the clock? It's not going to change the clock. If I play that... Well, no, it does, because then they're just dead too. If I draw 2 Wedding Invitations, then they're just dead. So, yeah, let's play another Knight. And then... Yeah, the other thing is I can just... literally Skyfisher, Tarthing Blade that if they don't have another creature. But they very well can do 12. They're doing Grab a Prize. I mean, that's good for the snacker. Alright. So, if we draw... Okay, we just drew 2 Invitations. That does it as well. So we'll play that, draw a card, play another one, and then give them both unblockable and attack. That was one of our outs. Well, it's not even outs. This is our way to win that. There we go. That's Lux Knight getting it done. All right, we're on the play, which is great. Last round. This hand is good. It's got our lands and our spells. interaction and big threats at the end. So hopefully this is good enough and we can get a nice little 4-1. Let's just start. I think it's always correct to start with the artifact lands, because if we draw those artifact lands later, we want to just streamline them to then play a giant Luxknight at the end. We're probably quite likely going to be playing this Wedding Invitation. We're playing against the sack deck. I might just play the Rod. It's 2 extra things. We're hitting our land drops anyway. And the next turn we can get value off these cast downs and whatnot. And this is like a awesome deck as well. So yes, target creature control gets +1/+1 to end the turn, +1/+0. So this card's like just actually never getting through. They can kind of kill you in 1 or 2 turns as well, because they make the Mortician Beetle huge. I'm just double checking, the Black Sacrifice deck. Yes, then kill the rights for consumption. I'm going to just play the Wedding Invitation to make sure we try and hit our other land drop. And we have to somehow kill them with a giant Luxknight Breacher, which I think is going to be quite hard. I'm probably on our turn playing the Skyfisher, picking up the Invitation. Yeah, I mean, getting for 2 is pretty good. If I draw another Wedding Announcement, I think it changes what I want to do. We can block that anyway. Let's just play a Skyfisher, pick up the Wedding Invitation, and then play it again. Pick this up, play it again. Alright, so now we've got 2 Wedding Invitations. So there is a universe that we can just play out these Luxknights. Well, they're 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cycling that. So it feels like they don't have much of their other thing either. Got another one of those. I think we're just playing a Breacher. I'm going to block this. I think it's fine if they want to just juice something into it, but yeah, and then it comes back. Yep. Alright, well, let's play a Familiar because it's free, and then let's play a Luxknight Breacher. that this hero token is going to die a horrible, painful death. It's done its job of just making it. Yeah, okay, there we go. So they couldn't really get past the giant 9/9. And that's the thing, is they have the 2 Rise of Consumptions, but yeah, I guess it's not enough sometimes. I'm going to bring these in. I don't know if they're actually good or not. Bring the Spell Bombs. I think the Blood Fountains can come out. I think the Grim Baubles are still fine. Tithing Blade feels like absolutely terrible. And what else do we want? I think Cast Down's still good. Offering. I guess Spellbomb's not that good when we think about it, because it's all just when they sacrifice and die. And it only deals with the Corrupted Conviction. So actually maybe we're just getting rid of these. And let's just keep in Duresses. And then hopefully just hit their key cards and their village rights and stuff. So they're just playing a bunch of 1/1s and then call it a day. And the Suffocating Fumes we can use to get rid of their critical mass. This hand's good because it allows us to go Duress into turn 2 Familiar. And we've got a draw. We can play all our spells. A White Source would obviously be nice, but we have lots of ways to draw cards in our hand and everything like that. There's the Carrion Feeder. So that's probably the better of the lot for him. Let's play this Vault and Duress them. And now, okay, Supernatural Stamina is the one where it's the same. And Secret Energy to sacrifices. So a Curse Marauder is pretty good. Let's just hit. I mean, we're never getting rid of this Carrion Feeder essentially because of the Unearths. They kept 1 Swamp though. It's very peculiar. And the thing is, they can, whenever really killing this Carrion Feeder, unless it has lots of counters on it. The Stamina's gone. This Zumi Breaker's gone. So they have 2 Unearths and an Accursed Marauder. It was good work by them drawing the... Let's play the Familiar here. Drawing the Swamp. Okay. They get rid of an Unearth. So now they have the Marauder and an Unearth, which is pretty good considering... At least this isn't the other one where, oh, okay, oh wow, what's this? Oh, it's the Warp one. What does it say? I haven't read this card yet. When this creature enters, until end of turn, I'll tell you get, when this creature dies from the battle tapped. This is another target. Yeah, so it comes back and gets the 1/1 and then goes away again. And that's all pretty good. And then you got 1 more Unearth left, so I'm actually thinking about just casting Cast Down on this Carrion Feeder. May as well see what else that they play though. Okie dokie. We'll just play our tap land and we're just going to be doing a Cast Down anyway. We're not blocking with this, so I think we just attack. We've got to somehow kill them over time. Three cards there. The Unearth and the Accursed Marauder still. Such a cool deck. I am thinking about I will play this deck eventually. Attack with everything. Let's just cast down this now. And then they can unearth it if they want. Yeah, that's fine. So was the Village Rights, probably one of their better draws as well. Guess that's probably an element where I probably should have just killed it before. Yeah, bringing back the Carrion Feeder. So now Suffocating Fumes is my best draw. Okay, well that's not Suffocating Fumes. Let's attack, because I'm going to Glint replay it. And then we're probably just going into blocking duty, really. Yes, pick up this, play it, and play our tap land. I mean, hell, even Suffocating Fumes isn't that good. It just makes their Mortician Beetle huge. So if I double block the Carrion Feeder, so they have a Curse Marauder in their hand. I don't know why they didn't play that first. If I double block the Carrion Feeder, they go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is sorcery, and this is Windows critical one, mercenary, yeah, and sorcery. We know that they have the, oh no, they don't have the curse, so it's an unknown card. If we go block, everything else is kind of, I'm just thinking it's best to get rid of that, and then this one can, yeah, it gets big, but if we draw a cast and we kill it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 4. So I'm 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Both become 5, 5. If we both block this, they'd have to sack this as well and everything else. Otherwise, go 1, 2, 3 to make it 4. I think that's fine. I think we just have to draw something as well to really stay in this game. Looks like they are just trading with those cards. Any order's fine. So now if we draw a cast down, that's just dead. Fanatical Offering. Well, let's just play an Invitation. We're very close to dying. I was meant to... I want to do this now because if we draw... I screwed up with that. Definitely did. At least we have a blocker for this Carrion Feeder. But yeah, definitely should have played that tap land. If we don't die here, that's the other thing as well. We get a cast down, I think we're in good shape. I absolutely smell the Village Rites though. Let's play this one. And let's get rid of this. This is 100% blocking that. Okie doke. Let's just play the... Let's explore onto this, because then they'll have to force to sacrifice a creature otherwise. I want to play the artifact lands because they're going to be better for us. And hopefully, I mean, we can just block that and then we can play a bunch of other draw spells and hopefully Yeah, we have to just block that carrion feeder till the end of time, which sucks. Cool deck though. Yep. Just probably play another 1/1. I think the deck's sick. I think it's such a cool deck. Okay, what do we draw? Well, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to play this out first because we can survive just by... So we're going to have 5 mana, which we'll do here. It's just more blocks as well, so I might do this. Pick up this. Play this. And then let's play the familiar out. Just reduce what they have in their hand. And again, I'm still looking for that cast down. Otherwise, can we triple block? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're just blocking this carrion feeder. Let's just block with this because we can get some more life off with the Black Mage's Rod. Please, can we just draw Luxknight? Jesus. I'm gonna have to Suffocating Fumes here at some point if I draw it. Luxknight. Another familiar, eh? Let's do this first. Draw a card. You're just like so close to dying. I don't know, just pick up the swamp, I guess. I'm not even close to killing them. And really, I'll block anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They just need the Rites of Consumption to kill us. I've genuinely felt I could have drawn at any point a cast down here. So yeah, we're gonna block with the hero token because we can just equip the Mage's Rod anyway. We've drawn a lot of our deck. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one as well. It's like this. So we have one more blocker now, and then we die. I mean, if I was them, I'd be attacking with everything. All right. We have another Wedding Invitation. Can I get a cast down, please? Please. Suffocating Fumes. Suffocating Fumes. Let's play this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it better to cycle it? Probably not. because they're very close to just killing. If they attack with everything, then I can use the fumes. Otherwise, I'll just keep it. I was meant to equip the Black Mage's Rod there, but I don't think it really matters at this point. I think it's either I draw a Luxknight or not. Or they draw Rites of Consumption. I guess I would have also forced them to use that as well. Well, let's just put everything on the Carrion Feeder. And then pray we draw something. Yep, you do all that. Alright, the card cast down for me, please. Hell, Tithing Blade even works here. No Arms of Hadar. Alright, planes. Okay, there we go. Let's try another game. I think the Arms of Hadar is still good. I think Duress is good. Maybe the Arms of Hadar isn't good. I think we really want to... They got the Unearths. I think they actually cut the Unearths anyway because they think that we're running the Spell Bombs. I think we're just running this back and seeing what happens. Again, if we drew a Luxknight, I think we're in a very good spot. We will keep this. There's no other extra draws, but we have, you know, a slow burning hand here. Let's just play... I'm just thinking whether it was good to do the Bog or not, but we'll just keep it in our hand. We have lots of untapped lands. And then we're probably just going to be playing this Basilica anyway. Alright, there it is. There's the Carrion Feeder. That's Fisher. I'm just going to play the Basilica and pick up the Den, to be honest. We'll pass. There could have been a world where we played the Skyfisher, but I don't think it's really worth it. There's the Luxknight. So, what I want to do... I've got 8 cards in hand. I think I want to play a Skyfisher out so we can start blocking stuff. Maybe if it seemed correct to play a Citadel, and then we can Fanatic Offering this. Or we can play the Skyfisher and just bounce it back. The hands are very clunky. You know what, let's just do it like this. It feels pretty gross, but you gotta do what you gotta do. If only we had like a Spell Bomb or something. This Luxknight we're gonna play for a while. Should have technically played the Ancient Den as well. Doing that one onto there, I assume. And get a big old Carrion Feeder. Again, if we draw if we draw Cast Down, they probably should attack with the Feeder as well. Really. I think we need to draw something very good to be in this game. I think a Cast Down's our best draw. There we go. I am going to do it now so the village rights thing isn't a thing, and then let's just do this bog as well, just for a tap land. Or do we actually just do these ancient dens? You know what, let's just play these lands out, because it might be a smidge better. A smidgy do better. There's the Mortician Beetle. Do we have an Unearth for this Carrion Feeder? If it is, I will feel really, really crap. I feel like we can outclass this Mortician Beetle though with our Luxknight. If we just draw some good stuff. I am under the impression now that I do want to use this bog. Oh. Just thinking, am I actually just Fanatical offering the Citadel instead? No, you know what? Let's just bog in case they have the Unearth effect still. Because if they get the Carrion Feeder, then this Mortician Beetle and the Carrion Feeder get bloody huge. And then... let's do... maybe we should have done this first, actually. Let's hit this now. How interesting. And we'll just explore onto that. Wow, another land. That's absolutely crazy. When we won't attack, just go to discard. What the hell is that? Because we're running a lot more 1-drops now. Alright, that's pretty good. Man, these Skyfishes aren't great right now. They really aren't great. It's a very clunky hand. Well, there's a cast down. So let's just play an Ancient Den. Let's play it like this. Let's just pick up the bog. At least now we can continue to slow them down. And let's just hit this now actually, because I'm mindful of the village rights and I don't want them to get extra value. I think sorcery speed's fine to do. They got 7 cards, so they can just play another beetle here. But at least it just resets every time we do this stuff. This is an absolutely cooking game. So play a land. They do have the Unearth. Oh, the Marauder, interesting. See, they obviously don't have another beetle. That's a good one. It's a good one to have. It's a very good one to have, especially because we are on, as the magic number says, 10. Can we draw just some action that we can discard and draw and discard and draw? At least that's another blocker. Let's just go... I'm going to play the Rod. And then we're going to return the Rod to our hand. And then we just have a blocker for this. And we have a blocker for those creatures as well. Because it is a 1-1. This stays until end step, so we'll pick up the Rod. And I think about the time to play this Luxknight Breacher. It's still not good here. We have to 100% block that vampire. Jesus. Yep. Yep, that's a good one. Alright, we will block that. You can see how it just wins with rights here, can't you? Just like sack that, deal the billion to you. GG. And then you have to do this once, just keep it alive. It's funny because the Suffocating Fumes is very good here, and actually Arms of Fadar is also very good here. Because most of their things... that's a bridge. I think we're bogging here. Bogging you. So you can't unearth that stuff. But I do feel very much at their... at a detriment. We're just going to probably lose. Because they just do that next turn, then I do it with the Skyfisher. So I need to draw another cast down. One, two, three, four. So I can make it a 6/6. I mean, maybe that's an option because it just gets rid of 3 creatures. I can play the Luxknight for a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not good. So the last card was another Blood Throne. So we'll block these. This blocks this. Very much dead. I think we're dead regardless, even if you draw Fumes. Definitely feels like it. That is not a good draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's play the Vault and just fade. Cast down. But we're very much dead. What an interesting game. Could I have done anything different? Am I meant to keep a different hand? But yeah, they just attack with everything, I'm pretty sure here. It's got addition, that card. Especially on the one that you can sack it and it gets extra 1/1s. Just fling with everything, my dude. Yeah, I'll just F6 through this. I think this deck still performed well, and I think there's ways we can get around this and make this a little bit better. Yeah, it's definitely a couple of things to think about. I'll probably cut the Black Mage's rods and run some extra, just spinning the wheels, draw cards. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.